Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Portion of the show. So our live reaction, we talking about what is cheating, and we actually going over to the Truth After Dark to discuss what cheating is with Paul Pierce and the gang. So we're gonna see what they got to say and how they break down cheating, and we're gonna go from there. I haven't watched this, so we're gonna go full authentic with it. Cool. Let's do it. Hold on, chat. Let's get situated. Yes, Lord.
I'm doing.
First off, this is what I want to know. What's the definition of cheating?
Yes.
Because that can go
a lot of different ways.
I have one way to say
this. So say this.
Go.
If I'm talking to a girl,
okay,
is that cheating?
I think that cheating is considered anything you wouldn't want your partner to know that you're doing. If you don't want, if I'm doing something and I wouldn't want my man to walk in and see me doing that, then that's cheating in my opinion. But if I'm doing something that I would be comfortable being like, babe, I was just chilling with Carlos and we was
he gonna know as soon as you say my name, we wasn't just chilling.
Say like
I'm on bullshit. I ain't nobody's homeboy. If we was chilling, I was on bullshit. She might not have went for it, but I was on bullshit. Trust me. I'm full of shit. I'm honest enough. Hey, yeah, she was over here. We ain't do it that night. We slept on the couch though. I squeezed the titty.
You squeezed the titty.
I was trying.
You was trying.
This nigga is a fool, man. Listen, man. Shout out to Carlos Miller. Shout out to Paul Pierce, and shout out to the host. I don't want to say her name wrong. She gonna say it, but yeah. Shout out to the whole crew, man.
Say like I met this girl. I'm with a girl, and I met her at the bar. She gave me some bomb ass advice, and I was like, "Damn, man, you got me out of a rut. I was stressing, man. Give me your number. I would like to talk about this more." And so I talked to her, and like, damn, she gave me she lifted me up, like not like that my girl couldn't, but it's just like she said some really good words of advice, and I got her number, exchanged numbers. Is that cheating?
I don't think so.
So now I'm talking to her. I buy her some shoes.
No,
like,
you can't.
Like good looking. That's cheating.
No.
That's
no.
You went out and got them, or you sent your assistant
never
to do
hugged.
it?
I see red. I see red.
I bought her some shoes like good
You
looking.
picked them out, or your?
I think this is one of those topics where men and women are gonna differ on certain things, especially when you start breaking them down situationally. So like Paul Pierce talking about, he had a real good vibe, and she's like, okay, green. He like, yeah, so I bought her some shoes. She like red, you know what I mean? Like she not really feeling. So it's one of them things where like something that a man would, it's like tight roping the line, right? Something that you could consider disrespect, something that you could consider to be disloyal, right? But you could say technically, like I haven't touched her, I haven't done anything physical, we've never been alone, blah, but you bought her some shoes. Like, you know what I mean? Like I can see where the woman would have a problem, but technically he could argue he hasn't done anything wrong. So it gets tricky, man. It gets really tricky. Let's roll.
Assistant just like
I picked them out.
Yeah, that's cheating.
No, are you because delusional?
Yeah.
I wish
now,
you
if
would.
it didn't cost you nothing, like if you had like a sponsorship, like you just sent her something, it ain't cost you nothing, and then you just signed a little card.
No,
that's friendly shit.
Hey, good looking on like that advice here.
The shoes is sexy, intimate. That's my perfume shoes. You shouldn't be buying. No, I'm losing it. No.
So all I did was buy her shoes. Never touched. We never had no intimacy. Nothing.
That's financial cheating.
That's financial.
Carlos, come with it.
Yeah, you
come
cheating,
with it,
Paul.
baby.
Also,
come on, man. Listen, financial cheating. What's that?
Also, there's financial cheating.
Paul, you know this. You know that's financial cheating.
No, for sure. That. All right, I'm just asking.
He just wants to know.
I just want to know.
I thought financial cheating was when you spending money that's like hurting the household or putting your household in a situation it shouldn't be in because you spending money on somebody else. I thought that was financial cheating. If you spending money that you got plenty of, is that still financial cheating? I don't know. Y'all got to tell me in the comments on that. I would love to hear what y'all think on that.
I want to clear that up.
Yeah. So now let's put it in reverse. What if I'm a woman? I'm out. A man came to me at the bar. We're chopping and we're vibing. He gave me some advice. He's leading me. He's teaching me.
Are you in a relationship?
Yeah.
Why are you out here vibing with people? See, you already cheating.
But see, why wasn't he already cheating when he was getting advice?
Don't ask me about him. Don't ask me about him.
See what I'm saying?
He made his own decision to do it. I'm talking about you in this hypothetical situation.
So I'm cheating.
First of all, you shouldn't be out here vibing with nobody. That's where the anger gonna start right there. You can have a cordial conversation at the bar, but y'all vibing? Really?
I agree.
That means if I walk in and I see y'all talking, I'm like, oh, they vibing.
Yeah.
You're trying me. So that's what we doing. You out here vibing with motherfuckers.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree.
It's not cheating though. Like y'all call everything cheating. There's other words, right? So none of this is cheating. You could use the word inappropriate. And yes, I'm a firm believer. Like when you're adults, the word inappropriate gets touchy because it's like you grown. But there is still a use for it. And I would say that's the case. If you got a certain type of agreement with someone, y'all monogamous, y'all got a certain agreement, y'all, discussed what y'all see respect as, you guys have broken all of those things down to each other. And so you feel as though you two have a clear understanding or a clean understanding or a firm understanding of what's going on. And then all of a sudden, you out here buying chicks shoes and perfume, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna get this look right here. You're gonna get this look right here, man. You get the tightrope in that line. Eventually you're gonna slip.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%.
That's gonna make a nigga walk off and be like, wow.
You really vibing.
So here go another one.
Okay. Yeah, and it's different things right? So the woman, she tripping off him buying some shoes, buying a perfume. He like, I'll tweak if I walk in and see her having too good of a time with a dude. Like, I can't imagine that either. Like, I'm walking in and I see my lady, she laughing hard, put her hand in another dude's chest, and leave it there for a quick second, put her forehead on the hand, then come back, study laughing like, damn, he that funny, huh? He that funny. I wonder if it's going. Never mind. Let's go.
Yeah, these scenarios. We got to just clarify.
Because he got the answers.
Say, I'm at a little lounge, and it's like we all sit. All the seats is taken, and the girl's like, "Oh, can I just sit right here?" And she's sitting on my knee, right here. And then my girl walk in.
Get me off the pod.
And the girl walk in and say, "Is that cheating?"
Hold on, is she bad? Because women gonna react different. Like if she look if she regular,
she a 5.
You might be able to. No, but if she a 10, it's definitely a 5.
Yeah, it's over.
Or 8 and up.
But is that cheating? She's like just sitting right here. It's like, can I just sit here for a quick second?
I ain't gonna lie to you. A confident 6 will get you in trouble in that situation, fellas. A confident 6 will get you in trouble in that situation. Yeah, you're gonna have to answer for something, or you're gonna have to hear some lip. You know what I mean? You could check it if you want to, but you foul. You got a joint sitting on your knee, and your lady walk into the lounge and see you with a she see you with a joint sitting on your knee, and she walk in to see that. You could try to explain it away, but if shorty is relatively attractive, it's gonna be a problem. You know what I mean? And then that's one of them joints that get brung up for the next few months here and there, a little bit. Jokingly but serious. Yeah. That one gonna have some linger to it. You can't do that, Paul.
Yes, girl. Go find another seat.
This another saving grace, though.
As a gentleman and as a man, get your ass up.
Do she look like somebody you'll fuck with? Is she your type? Because every woman that you're dealing with kind of knows.
Hey, Carlos he dry snitching right now because he low key giving them the game by giving them the particular questions to ask. You see how he asking the right questions because he know as a man. Vague questions gonna give you too much room to answer without giving the answer that she's looking for, right? But he a guy, so he giving the hypothetical, but he asking the line of questions that really get you the answers that you need. He low key dry snitching. I ain't gonna hold you
about what you like.
Yeah.
So if it looked like she could possibly get, then it's a problem. But if you could be like, "Come on, babe, I only like women with short hair," then she'd be like.
Right. Or how about she's sitting right here, though? She's sitting right here, and you walk in, and I'm talking to her, but she's sitting right here.
Listen, I don't know if it's gonna be cheating, but I'm gonna be very irritated. Like, why are you sitting right there?
Sometimes you don't get the benefit of the doubt though. Sometimes your girl will peep the scene before she even say something. Like if she see you like not giving it too much attention, but she doing the most, that'll kind of like she'll have a problem with that. But like, why the fuck you ain't just get up and leave? Then you in trouble. So you ain't really gotta. It ain't like you caught doing nothing. You just kind of gotta explain why you ain't leave the situation.
Right.
So it's not a problem, but it's an argument on the way home.
For sure.
For sure. It's an argument because it's irritating.
I saw a girl fly, right? So we in Atlanta.
Hold on, before he get into his story time. I don't like that, y'all. I don't like that. I know. Y'all gonna get on me in the comments. I know. I don't like that. Let's not argue about it if you ain't leaving. If you ain't leaving, I don't want to argue about it. I can see it in your face, your body language, you irritated. Okay. Matter of fact, I might get out in front of it and be like, I know that ain't look right. I know that's why you irritated. You know, I ain't mean to disrespect you. I know I ended up disrespecting you. You know that wasn't my intentions. I know I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's on me. Here go me taking accountability. You know what I'm saying? Boom, boom, boom. I might jump out in front of it. But no. Not with no black woman. You jump out in front of it, get that whole speech I just gave. Get a whole speech I just gave. She still got to unload the whole clip. She got to get it off, G. She got to get it off her chest. And you, well, yeah, she got to get it out. Ain't no, you know, they got to do it. But my whole I really don't be liking that. Hey, you finna leave after this? Like, you that mad you finna this shit over with? If it's over with, I'll let you unload. But if you got to unload to stick around, we got to find a better way. That's me. But hey, I know. The fella's gonna relate, but
and I ain't gonna say who it was, but like we, you know, my boy got a girl, whatever, and say like we sitting like this. He had a girl on his lap, right? So we been drinking, hanging out, everything. His girl was out of state, flew into state, came to where we was at. So I spotted her first, right? So I see her, but I couldn't believe I was seeing her because I know she was out of state. He got a girl next to me on her lap. She walking and I don't know what I'm seeing. I'm like, then when she got close, we was at the Shark Bar back then.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, right? At the Shark Bar.
I remember her.
It's a great place.
Great place.
Frank Ski used to do like Thursday nights.
Yeah.
I remember
So
who that
he
was.
know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
He literally got up through the girl. I saw a girl fly. His girl came in and I'd never seen nothing like this in my life. I looked, everything was going in slow motion. It was like slow motion. This girl walked in and I was like, man, I told you shouldn't have that girl on your lap. I was like, damn. I mean, motherfuckers was drinking. We young.
I just don't think any woman should be in any man's lap that's like, if you're not single. Like,
but
it's just weird.
This is like, I'm 23.
I would never sit on a man's lap. That's just not my man.
Yes, you done it.
The point is let's get.
She would never do anything. She's a good girl. She wouldn't do anything.
It's all cap.
One day, you drink some more of that shit.
My man just said, how you just call somebody on a lie? That's smooth. She said, I would never, blah, blah, blah. He's like, you've done it. And she couldn't even deny it. G, hold on, folks. I had to process that real quick. Hold on, G.
Motherfuckers was drinking. We young.
I just don't think any woman should be in any man's lap that's like, if you're not single. Like,
but this
it's
is
just
young.
weird.
This is like, I'm 23.
I would never sit on a man's lap. That's just not my man.
Yes, you done it.
The point is let's get.
She would never do anything. She's a good girl. She wouldn't do it.
All right, y'all. I think we got what we need. I think we got what we need on that, man. I think we got what we need on that. That's crazy. But yeah, what is cheating? So what an interesting take on it from the Paul Pierce podcast, man. But honestly, I think they did a great job of discussing what's, tight roping and, straddling the fence on what cheating is and is not. I think they did a great job of discussing in a hypothetical way what the nuances of what could and could not be, kinda is or isn't. But I think what's more important is discussing respect, right? is what's respectful and what's disrespectful. I think that's what's honestly more important than trying to determine whether or not it falls under the guise of cheating. You know what I mean? It's more so about, you know, have you done, like she said kind of at the beginning, you know, if it's something that you wouldn't want them to see you doing, then it could be considered cheating. I wouldn't go that far because words have meanings for a reason. So I'm not interested in calling it something that it's not. But I will say that it's inappropriate, disrespectful, inconsiderate. It's a whole lot of things negative that may not be cheating, but it's still, you know, grounds for a conversation and some understanding. You know what I mean? But man, great live reaction.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Weathered the winters when left in the cold. Hardened my heart and now hardened the flow.